Foundations in Biblical Hebrew, Lesson 8. Writing Hebrew right. The importance of jots and tittles. In Matthew 5:18, Jesus said, "For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled." This is repeated in Luke 16:17 when he says, "It is easier for heaven and earth to pass than one tittle of the law to fail." The term jot actually refers to the Hebrew word yod, which is the smallest letter of the Hebrew alphabet. It's so small that it can almost appear to be a punctuation mark because it looks very similar to our apostrophe. Tittles are small decorative distinguishing marks that differentiate one letter from another. This is almost like the difference between the English letter I when it's found in its lowercase and the lowercase letter L. If you saw an L by itself, you probably wouldn't mistake it for an I, but when you put a little dot above a shape that looks like an L, it becomes an I. There are various Hebrew letters with slight variations in their shape, and the differences in the shape are critical, and noting these slight differences in their shapes is critical in order to differentiate them from one another. You'll notice this in the Hebrew letters Bet and Kaf. The principal difference between them being that one has a rounded bottom edge and the other one, the bottom edge extends out, as you'll see in your lesson. This is true in the Hebrew letters Dalet and Resh as well, one having a smoother top edge and the other one having a notching in on its back. The slight differences that appear to be merely stylized flourishes are tittles. They're very important in clarifying which letter is being written. If you were copying the Hebrew Bible and made what might seem to be the minor mistake of changing the letter Dalet to the letter Resh, the word translated one, in Deuteronomy 6:4, it would completely change the meaning. Deuteronomy 6:4 states, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord." If you didn't extend the upper right corner of the last letter in the word one, making it Resh rather than a Dalet, it would change the word one to another. And that passage, with this minor and what might seem almost harmless change, would instead state that the Lord our God is another Lord, rather than one Lord. So you can see the importance of some of these tiny differences between the forms of these letters.